Okay, so what we'll do, we completed one topic. We'll quickly see the other two. So till now, we have seen against property. Now we are gonna see these two. Actually, our plan was to take all three together, but we are taking in a separate video. All right. So section 494. Very small topic it is, like whoever having a husband or wife living and knowing that husband or wife is living goes through the form of marriage with another person commits bigamy. The key element is here, like what is bigamy? Number one, existing spouse. So it's on both, like husband or wife. If both are getting into a marriage, it is a knowledge of living spouse. Knowledge of living spouse, and then going through a marriage form. 3. Okay, so if these three are included, then that is said to be committed as bigamy. Then we'll see adultery. Section 497. This is adultery. What is adultery? A man commits adultery if he has sexual intercourse with a married woman other than his own wife. A woman cannot be charged with adultery under the IPC. So only a man can be charged. This is a controversial section with ongoing debates about its relevance in modern society. I think recently some changes have been made, but in this when the notes was taken, maybe like a year or two like before, we can quickly check like what is the current status of adultery. We'll check it out right now. Okay, so in 2018, the Supreme Court decriminalized adultery, calling the law arbitrary. So on January 31st, 2023, the court clarified that the decriminalization did not impact member of the armed forces. So in the armed forces, people, if they do this, it will be considered as offense, but not other people. Okay, so that we have clarified. Just for the knowledge, like how it was created, though in the initial stage we've covered that. Then we'll come to section, yeah, but we'll just mention here, like if they are asking. So few things is that one is a man commits with a married woman. And third one is in 2018, Supreme Court decriminalized. Okay, these three things. We'll see section 498A. 498A. Usually some dowry death happens that time. This section is also added. Okay, it is like cruelty by husband. Okay. uh, Definition: whoever being the husband or the relative of the husband of a woman subject such as woman to cruelty shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also be liable to fine. Cruelty is interpreted broadly and can include physical harm, mental harassment, dowry harassment, threats and intimidation, unreasonable demands of property. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 points, if it is coming, it will be coming under the cruelty by husband or relative of husband, which is section 498A. Now there's an important note here. Section 498A has been criticized for potential misuse. The Supreme Court has issued guidelines to prevent false accusation. Well, many cases are there which might not actually happen, but it will be put against the husband. Okay. Now we'll jump into defamation 499. Many like big personalities, celebrities, often they put cases of these, or public figures. Okay. Defamation is a legal context, refers to the act of communicating false statement about a person or something else, depending on jurisdiction, that damages their reputation. These statements can be written, which is libel, or spoken, slander. Here are some key elements of defamation. What are the key elements? One is false statement. Number two is communication to a third party. Communication. Then comes harm of reputation. When these three elements come together, that becomes defamation. Now there is another type of war. There is a balance between defamation laws and the right to freedom of speech. Generally, true statements, even if unflattering, are not considered defamation. So that debate we can just eliminate it. So section 499, what says, whoever by words either spoken or written, or by sign, or by visible representation, or by any other mode of communication, imputes any conduct to a person which tends to lower that person in the estimation of others, or to lessen the moral or literary character of that person, or to impeach his credit, or to expose him to hatred, contempt, of ridicule, or to cause him to be avoided in society, or which imputes any fact which may cause the person to be diminished in the estimation of others, unless that imputation be true and be made for public good, commits defamation. So that is what the section talks about. So here's a breakdown. The section covers defamation communicated through various means, including spoken words, written words, signs, and other forms. The statement must lower the reputation of the person in the eyes of others. The truth is a defense, but the statement must also be made for the public good to be protected. So that is what defamation talks about in section 499.